Have some of that Steel Reserve High Gravity Lager 211 Moles Corson. I'm sorry, Coors Molson Beer Company. Mm. That beer company, you know what I'm saying? With the bubbles of the beer. High gravitational shit. Yeah. High gravitits. Ooh, gravititties. Would you like gravititties? I'd like some gravititties tonight. Give me that gravititty. Well, I keep trying to play Ash Wednesday. All right. My new laptop didn't have a DVD player. And then I tried to put it in my other computer. It didn't work. And then I tried to put it in the old computer. No computer wants to play Ash Wednesday for me. It becomes like Ash Wednesday. So I think I'm just going to have to connect an old DVD player and hook it up to the television. And then we'll probably be in business. But until then, fortunately, I wanted to launch this thing a lot faster, but none of these computers are recognizing this old DVD. So kind of a problemo. What I want to do, even though it's kind of expensive to get the VHS DVD combo, the old school, I think it's like $300 or something like that. So I'm going to have to come up with some fucking bread if I want to have VHS and DVD viewing reaction parties and stuff like that. So yeah. It's just the way it is. VHS, real old technology. DVDs, real fucking old technology. So you need to get the shit right, you know? Get the shit right. So you have to get that shit right. Yeah, a lot of these newer computers aren't recognizing DVDs. So it is a problem. They'll recognize CDs, but they're not recognizing some of the... What does DVD stand for? Digital video, direct to video digital? Is that what it means? I don't know. I'm just making up shit. I could look it up, but I don't give a fuck what it really is. You know, in technologies, what it is in techno babble, I don't really care at this point, but I only care just a little bit because of semantics. That's it, just for nerd reasons, but not really because I care about it. Really? That is funny in Eastbound and Down, right? The main character, Kenny Powers, you know, he's like, he gets the baby and he's like, I want to give this baby the DVDs so he can watch the movies. Like that was a funny clip, right? Kenny Powers, Eastbound and Down. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that by myself. It was it was Travis Murray who told me about it. He said that I look like Kenny Powers, like I had a mullet, redneck and shit. I was like, no, I don't look like that, but whatever. But your mom looks like Kenny Powers. Ooh, burning. Kenny Powers. Yeah, it was a funny performance by what was his name? Danny McBride. Yeah, Danny McBride. That guy was fucking hilarious playing the tough redneck dude and stuff. That was pretty fun. That guy was hilarious. He's like the real life Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force or something. No, he's like better. He's like a redneck Carl. Made me laugh a lot. Yeah. So Danny McBride always had a solid. Eastbound and Down was like, God. I've seen many episodes, many clips of that show. What was besides when he tells the baby, he's like, "Here's the DVDs, so you can watch the movies." He's like giving the baby DVDs, trying to explain DVDs to him. And there was another funny part. It's like him and the one dude. He's like basically Donnie from like. There's like white redneck humor, right? Like he's basically Donnie, Steve Buscemi's character from The Big Lebowski, essentially. What do they call this guy? Is his name Donnie? Is his name Donnie as well? They just totally rip off the name and everything. They just don't give a shit. And so they open up a business venture in the mall. It's called Taters and Tits. I think, man, this is so funny. Oh, his name is Steve. Is his name Steve? That's what his name is, like Stevie or some shit. Taters and Tits. Opening up a restaurant in the mall. So thanks, Travis Murray, for introducing me into Eastbound and Down. Danny McBride. So every movie with Danny McBride and every television show, pretty much, I've been laughing my ass off. But then he did, I don't know, man. They tried to turn him into a serious actor in Alien Covenant. And I was like, oh, God, this ain't working. I guess they were trying to turn him into, they called him Tallahassee. They were trying to turn him into Dallas or something. And I was like, it just didn't work. You can't just copy Dallas. Dallas is his own thing. It's Tom Skerritt. It's like he's Dallas from Alien 1979. You can't just... And they did a fake Ripley with that Ripley kind of chick, but she's not tough and she's not a great actress and she has no great lines or anything. They try to like... This Alien Prometheus and Covenant, it was just trying to reproduce the glory days of the Alien franchise, and it just kind of... They even tried to like do clones of the characters as well. It's like pathetic. Have I seen Alien Romulus? No, I haven't. I heard that's also kind of like set between Alien and Aliens, and it's just like all this callback shit. And I'm gonna scratch my balls right now because they're kind of itchy. Itchy ball sex. Oh, that's a nice one on there. All right, have to get some ball lotion. Nutsack lotion for that. Hairy balls. Hairy ball alert. Itchy balls. Jock itch is a real thing. If you have dick and balls or balls in general, you could not have a dick and still have balls, I guess. But most people have. Most guys have the dick and the balls in the same time, in the same anatomic experience there. Oh. Hairy balls. Yeah, a guy thinks, okay, it's funny, I have a dick and balls and go and play around like a toy, but then, man, if there's a problem down there, though, that's like, that's not so fun, huh? But at first, it's like, hey, I have a dick and balls, playing toys and shit. But then when you get older, you're like, oh, crap. Something goes wrong down here, it's over. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Prometheus back in 2012. Yeah, I saw it with me and my mom at Santikos Greek Theater off Tomball 249 Highway, which was an awesome theater back in those days. It was like where you wanted to see it. They had the Rough Riders Bar, and one of the first early theaters to serve alcohol. It would have a full bar, and that wasn't in Washington D.C. or New York, but that was down here in Texas. So it was one of the first early, like in D.C. they were serving alcohol, but they would like in D.C. in 2001 they were serving alcohol in little small intimate theaters, and they'd want to charge you like $10 for like a cup of like liquor, like in a little plastic shit or something like that. Like, oh, you're drinking alcohol in a movie, well, we're going to charge you $10 fucking dollars. And then you still have to tip the bartender, and the cup's going to be this big. Yay! Oh, stick to popcorn and candy, right? The shit's going to be that stupid. Or sneak in a bottle of hooch. That's a lot cheap. So me and my mother went to go watch, being Alien and Aliens fans, and me and my mom and stepdad went to Aliens, Alien 3. We're pretty disappointed what they did. I guess what fans of the Alien franchise are so pissed off about is they're really ticked about Aliens, what they did. So what Alien and Aliens fans are really pissed off about what they did to Corporal Hicks, Michael Bihn's character, and Newt, Carrie, Carrie Henn, I guess her name is, or something. So it's kind of built up that Ripley didn't have a family in Alien, and all her friends get killed. And then she's in suspended cryo in Aliens, and then the relatives she did have were all dead. She was the lone survivor of the Nostromo. And then in Aliens, she kind of rediscovers herself, and she faces her fears, and then she kind of gets this boyfriend, and she protects this little girl, and she becomes like a maternal figure, and she creates this like her own little new family. And so what they do in Aliens 3 is they just fucking burn that shit and throw it in the fucking dumpster toilet. They just set it on fire. They just throw all that shit out. And so a lot of audience members were like, well, this isn't a good third act to the trilogy. This is awful. Why did you... So the aliens supposedly got on even though Ripley and everybody and Bishop, they eradicated the aliens in Aliens 1986, and also Burp. But then they all die. And then Alien 3, she crash lands on a prison planet, which is a cool idea. Fiona Fury 9, or whatever the fuck it's called. I think it's called like Furiosa Fury 9 or some shit, or Fiona Fury 9. This wasted prison planet, penal colony. And then, so there's no family. It's just fight an alien in the prison, kind of like fucking like Alien 1, sort of. So it's like, there's no evolution of the story, really. Like, there's nothing good. It's not even good, like, as a third act. Like, it's not even good, like, maybe Newt gets killed or something, or fucking Corporal Hicks gets killed defending his family or anything. There's no payoff. It's just, everybody's dead, boom. Now here's the third Aliens, and Aliens 3. It's like fucking garbage. What were they fucking thinking? So So at the end of Aliens 3, Sigourney Weaver throws herself into the lava because she's find out that she's been impregnated by an alien, that she's been cocooned by an alien, been infected by the alien. So instead of having an alien human hybrid, she decides to commit suicide, and then so she kills herself, and so she wouldn't become a lab experiment or be weaponized by Wayland Yutani Corporation. All right, then I'm like a teenager. I saw the third one with my parents. This one, I saw Alien Resurrection by myself when I was 16 or 17 or whenever the fuck it came out back in the mid-90s. And I was like, what? So apparently they make a clone of Ripley, half alien, half human, based off her DNA. So she's with Brad Dourif, and he's giving her a psychological evaluation. And they have a fork, and he's like, what is this? And then he says, is this a fork? And she goes, fork, fuck. And I was like, fork, fuck. This is genius. Fork, fuck. Amazing. This is an incredible screenwriting. Like, I am so impacted. Fork, fuck. Fork, fuck. But I didn't give a fuck because I was like 15, right? I thought it was funny, right? Fork and fuck. And there's all this, like, they have Winona Ryder. There's all this kind of like lesbian shit. She's an android called Call, like kind of like Call Girl. She's called Call. I'm like, there's all this weird like sexual lesbian shit going on. But I'm a teenager, so lesbian shit, I'm like, yeah, more lesbian shit. You know, I wouldn't give a fuck if they stripped down naked, licked each other's buttholes. I wouldn't give a fuck. Or sucked each other's titties or vaginas. I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, because I was like 15 years old, right? So the movie was really funny, and they have like a crippled dude, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's like shooting like double guns, like fuck you. He's like shooting. It's and then Ripley, since she's resurrected and she has alien blood, she has like superpowers, and then she doesn't look at the basket. It goes psh, and does a no look basketball shot. Have you ever done that? Never not looked backwards and made a shot in basketball? I think I have. I think I played basketball enough to reach that point in my basketball career. I was in basketball class in college, and I did a reverse dunk. And the coach was like, how did you learn to do that? And I said, I saw it on TV. Swear to God. Like, I saw the dude do a reverse dunk, and I did the same shit. I was like, yeah. But if you get to college level basketball or, like, professional level, those hoops get really high. So if you're not tall, it gets harder and harder to do the shit, right? It gets harder and harder to do reverse dunks. I'm telling you. I don't usually do a reverse layup. I was just super in shape, and I just saw it on TV. I just copied it. It's not like I knew what it was. I never trained to be that good. I just did it that one time, that one game. It was never going to happen again, probably, okay? Typically, I'm not going to be able to run full blast and jump really high and do a white man can't jump and do a dunk reverse on the opponents, you know. Typically that's going to be difficult to do because it's not very realistic most of the time unless you've been practicing or you know of it. You know of that if you've been watching basketball moves for a long time. You have to know the skill exists to replicate the skill. So I noticed that different basketball players play in different ways. So they have different styles, different shooting styles. Like Clyde the Glide Drexler, he has a different shooting style than, say, Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen or Charles Barkley or whoever. You know, they all have different, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, they all have different basketball playing styles. And it's kind of interesting to study their style, their sports styles, because, you know, that's fascinating, obviously. But maybe it's not to some people, but it is to me. Or as Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon once said, from Nigeria, believe it. Believe in the championships. Believe it again. And the Houston Rockets, you know. Believe in the championships. Believe it again. Believe. What did they have when I was when the Houston Rockets were winning the championships? They had in the gym locker room. It was like they had a Hakeem Olajuwon poster and it said, "Work, sweat, rinse, repeat. Work, sweat, rinse, repeat." I thought about that, but it seemed like too much work to me. That was good. That was a good ending to it. That seemed like too much effort. Believe it. Believe it again. Believe in the championship. Yeah. Oh, you sound like Indian, not like Nigerian. Now you're like, hey, thank you. Come again. Would you like a Slurpee? No. Believe in the championships. Believe it again. No, the African voice is like deep, deep. It's like, believe in the championships. Believe it again. And then the Indian one's like, yo, 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 no, yo, 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 yo. Good one. I do believe it again. I believe in the championships. I believe. I do. Even though I'm not from Africa. I do. You do have to believe in the championships. And you have to believe it again. As well. That's very true. Thank you, Hakeem Olajuwon. And all the basketball stars that inspired me in my life. So, fork and fuck. I was kind of, Alien Resurrection was so hilarious that I really just didn't care if it made sense anymore. Like Alien 3 had been a major disappointment. So Alien Resurrection was just like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. It was great. It was just like, you know, it was like the elderly guy going to the club. He knows he's broke and fucked. He doesn't. So he's still asking the 25-year-old girl, the blonde girl with the big tits, like he just doesn't give a fuck anymore, right? And he's just like dancing to his favorite song. He's just drinking liquor. That's what Alien Resurrection was like. It was just like some guy who knows he's licked, like just fucking going balls out. Like they didn't give a fuck, and it was so entertaining because they didn't give a fuck. You know, obviously you'd want something more substantive out of your Alien franchise, but it was kind of funny they didn't give a shit, right? Because it was like, yeah, it was a comedy film essentially. It was a parody of Aliens. It was just, you know, ridiculous. So I thought it was funny when I was 15. I still think it's funny now. Fork, fuck. Fork, fuck. Yeah, I should do that the next time I go to my next psychological evaluation. He should be like, oh, what is this? Fork? I should be like, fuck. Ah, it's genius. It's kind of genius. It's really kind of genius. Yeah, Alien Resurrection. That's kind of a meta movie. That's a really kind of a genius kind of aliens film, isn't it? That's kind of that's a parody movie. It's like Spaceballs to Star Wars. It's just like, man, incredible. Fork, fuck. And when she doesn't look at the basketball shot, because she has alien blood, and she hits the backward shot, I was like, my God, This movie is genius. Erotic lesbian experiences with Winona Ryder as a sexy android girl, call girl, and they call her Call. Fuck, this movie is meta and shit. Like, this movie is so entertaining. And they have the dude in the wheelchair going, oh, and shooting people. I was thinking, oh my God. Did I just see... Am I not seeing how genius this movie is? Or am I just daft? Am I not seeing the glory of this film? Fuck. Or is it just a piece of shit? And I'm not able to cope with that. Yeah, it could be any of that, right? Oh. Yeah, with the that's what you do when you drink beer, right? That's what you get the So alien ejaculation came out. Alien erection. And man, when I was 14, I got a boner when I saw that. When I saw that Sigourney alien older lady kind of flirting with that lesbian Winona Ryder, I was like, boing. No, I really didn't get aroused by that. I'm just joking. But no, you know what was the best erotic lesbian soft porn they had with no nudity? It was I think it was Xena the Warrior Princess. It was like, I didn't watch because of the plot or anything. It was Lucy Lawless was in a fucking warrior bikini, and they had that hot blonde chick with a nice rack, and they would often get in scantily clothes in hot tubs a lot. And then I would tune in to watch that. I didn't really watch it that much. It was just, oh, are the two women gonna get in the hot tub? And I'd be like, okay, well, that's interesting. And then I'd be like, okay, are you gonna watch Xena Warrior Princess on a regular basis every week? I was like, nope. But every time they get in the hot tub, I will be watching. However, I will watch Xena Warrior Princess when the blonde and the Lucy Lawless, the brunette, get in the hot tub, in the steamy, bubbly hot tub. I will do that, but I will not be watching the show on a regular basis because it's retarded, but whatever. But when they had the lesbian erotic scenes, the male audience will be there every time. Every time. What was the big disappointment as a nerd? Was it Aliens 3? Was it Aliens 4 Resurrection? At least Alien Resurrection had fork and fuck. At least. They had lesbian eroticism in it. But fucking what really sucked, what really just disappointed my ass, it wasn't Star Trek, the original series. It wasn't Star Trek, the Next Generation. It wasn't Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. I got super hyped about the fourth Star Trek series, Star Trek Voyager. And my God, did it fucking suck. I got so excited about Star Trek Voyager. I mean, fucking pump hype, like so hyped. And it's so disappointing if you're a fan of a series or whatever, and it sucks. And Star Trek Voyager was fucking boring. And the pilot episode was all right, Caretaker. But then they were like fighting Oompa Loompas in space. I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, you're going to fight Oompa Loompas. Like, dudes with like orange skin and fucking green hair. It's like, God damn it. Like, why did I watch this at all? And even worse than that is that people wanted to talk to you about Star Trek Voyager, if you're in high school. People want to say, hey man, did you see the latest Star Trek Voyager episode? And you're like, yeah, I wish I fucking hadn't. It sucked. Yeah, I don't care how sexy fucking the blonde chick is and Bianca Torres and fucking, fucking how hot Kate Mulgrew is when she's younger and shit. She's got that MILF mature porn vibe to her. I was like, I don't care how hot these chicks are, but this fucking series sucks. Doesn't matter, dude. Star Trek Voyager was so bad, they had to get Jerry Ryan in a skin suit with the most perfect tits and ass just to save it to 7 seasons. It was fucking awful. What made Star Trek Voyager awful? I'll tell you what made it really awful. It was supposed to be going to an amazing frontier or something like that. And some amazing journey, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, they went to another quadrant of space, but it was like, it was boring. They fought Oompa Loompas or something like, I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't exciting. You thought an adventure show would be exciting. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be exotic. If you're exploring, like, to be honest, if we left this solar system, we went to another solar system, and we went to a new planet, it would be exotic. It would be exciting. It would be scary. It would be fucking epic. Because it was different. Because the conditions that formed that solar system or formed those life forms would be so different and radically different than us, it would be exciting in real life. If we went to another solar system, explored all the planets in that solar system, we would be astounded. It would be an incredible experience. And this shit, Star Trek Voyager, was so boring. And they had so much techno babble that it just killed it. It killed the frontier vibe. It killed like the frontier, like the Western vibe of it. It sucked it out to the point it just blew. And it was a major. I mean, if you're talking about Aliens 3 was a disappointment. Aliens Resurrection. Oh, no. Star Trek Voyager was a major fucking disappointment. And the only way they saved it by getting the most hottest chick ever with her tits and ass to save that shit. Otherwise, that shit would have been canceled after fucking 3 seasons. So fucking boring, dude. Boring. Majorly boring. Oh, man. So then after Aliens Ejaculation, where they said fork and fuck, when I was like, oh man, that's the greatest writing in all human history. That's the greatest acting I've ever seen, Sigourney Weaver. Fork? Fuck. I thought, oh, that's genius. Why didn't William Shakespeare think of such genius fucking in the script? Fuck. Shit. Dick. Piss. I wish I could be so eloquent in my writing. Man. shit, Shinola, tit, tigers. It's like, wow. If I could only think of such eloquent screenplays. Fucking genius. So then, so me and my mom go to the Greek Theater, Santikos, off Highway 249 in Tomball, Texas. And it's been a long time since we've seen an Aliens movie. My parents, they were like, that alien ejaculation shit was so fucking shit, they didn't go see that. So I saw that by myself. And, no, it was kind of funny because there was 2 movies playing at the time. Well, there's more movies playing at the time in 1995 or whenever that came out, 1996. There was Bridges of Madison County with Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep, and then there was Alien Resurrection. So I'm the cool kid. I'm going to see Alien Resurrection. I'm going to watch the sci-fi movie at Lowe's Spring 10, and then some poor kid. His parents are dragging him to Bridges in Madison County, which is like an old dramatic love story on a farm or something. And it's like the kid is like going to the fucking Nazi death camps or something. It's like he's going to the Uyghur, like he's going to the Uyghur Chinese communist death camps because he's like, nah, nah. Like he's like, I don't want to go to fucking Bridges in Madison, fucking Clint Eastwood, fuck. And he's like, his parents are like, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. They're like dragging his ass. And he's like crying and screaming and shit. So my parents are cool. They let me see shit. And they let me go see stuff alone. And they let me do stuff, right? So, but the kid's like getting dragged. So I think it's funny. It was like the most boring fucking movie in the world, Bridges of Madison County. The guy's like, ah! His parents and grandparents are making him see this old actor, old actress, old shit, this slow shit. And he's like, ah! So fucking, the kid is like in agony, right? He's like being forced to go see this film, like fucking, like Mao Zedong for the communist Chinese is like marching people to their deaths, or Hitler to the fucking Holocaust camps. That's it. He was like, ah! Like he has no choice and shit. It was sad to see that. I was like, I'm glad that those aren't my parents. What would I do if my parents and grandparents sent me to not fun stuff all the time? What if they sent me to adult contemporary movies all the time? What if they just did Bridges of Madison County and shit? What if it was just all boring shit? Then I would leave that family behind and tell them to kiss my fucking behind, right? I tell them to kiss my fucking ass once I could pay my way in the world. I'd say, kiss my fucking butthole, bitch. I'm gonna watch whatever the fuck I want to watch, nigga. For real. So those poor kids, but my parents always wanted to watch the latest, coolest shit. So thank God I was saved in that department as far in terms of the entertainment. Yeah. Maybe I don't always get along with my dad or my stepdad or my mom or my uncles or my aunts or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes they might buy me, like George Carlin said, a machine that massages my balls. Might be like, I might have needed a new machine that massages my balls. So thanks, Dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the key difference is between me and the baby boomers is that I don't give a fuck if I lose touch with evolutionary. I don't give a shit if I lose touch with technological evolution. They do. The baby boomers and the older generations, they're always worried they're not young enough to get the next thing. I don't have that problem. I realize the pace of technological evolution, and I'm fine with it. I can let myself go. I have so many different ideas about technology, low tech or high tech, it doesn't matter. I grew up in the 80s. All they had was radio, fire, basic electricity, television. That's all they had. There was no gadgets. There was no computer phones. They didn't have internet. They didn't have shit. I remember what it was like to live back in the Stone Age. So to me, it's not a problem. It's not roughing it if I don't have internet. I can put my phone away and not have a heroin withdrawal. It's okay. I remember what it was like, not in the old West. I remember what it was like when life was simple and pure. I do remember those days. I do like them. I do appreciate it. So, I do remember what it's like to drink out of a creek. I do remember what it was like to eat wild berries off a bush. I do remember. I may not remember when my ancestors did hunt the Cherokee Indians in Texas and Oklahoma and hunt deer and skin deer alive. I may not remember that, or fishing or skinning fish, but I remember the simplicity of living back in history. So to me, all of this, computer phone, internet, these are luxuries. They're not they never were necessities. TikTok, YouTube, Google Alphabet, Meta, Facebook platforms. None of this is necessary to my survival. And I know that inherently. No matter if they do a million commercials. Oh, you need Chinese Communist TikTok. There's no way that I think I need that. I never did before. Centuries, decades before. Why would I need that now? I do need fucking money. I do need oxygen. I do need food and water. And so does every living creature and medical care. I do need lots of things, but I do not need certain things at all. Those are mere luxuries. And luxuries, they do remain. I can tell the difference between luxuries and realities. Thank God. I love the old days. Perhaps too much. But I could be the best of both worlds. As a millennial, a child born in the 20th century and come to fruition in the 21st. I can be the best of both worlds. And I can wear both badges of 2 centuries probably. Because I remember what it was like to have nothing. I remember my stepdad dying of cancer and we had no money. I remember looking in the refrigerator. I remember looking in the refrigerator as a kid and seeing fucking nothing. Nothing. I remember the pain and the sorrow of poverty and looking at the pain and the sorrow of cancer. I remember being a child and looking in that refrigerator and seeing shit. I remember how horrible that feeling felt. Besides the grief. Besides the pain, the loss of your loved ones. I remember what that felt like, and it sucked. Bottom fridge, nothing. Freezer, just a few broccolis. That's it. No food. We're gonna starve. I remember what that was like. Stepdad dying of cancer, his face turning green as the cells mutated and destroyed him, ate him alive from the inside. I remember what that was like. And it sucked. And the cancer ate his spinal cord as he lay there crying out to God, a God that doesn't give a fucking shit. As he lay there crying out to a God that doesn't give a fucking shit. And I watch him paralyzed, weak. This man is. I remember all that. All that pain. All that suffering. But it all happened for a reason. So that we know. So that I know. So it's okay. Pain was just a teacher. So we could become better. That's it. Failure was just a lesson. So we could do better next time. That's it. Period. That's the O right there. The O. That note is very, very impressive. It's very Cro-Magnon of you. I really like that. It's very who are the different tribes of men? The Homo sapiens, Cro-Magnon, and then there's the Neanderthals. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's more of a Neanderthal one. That shit's more Neanderthalish. The Neanderthalish kind of burp is like, but the Cro-Magnon burp is like, oh. Trying to keep a straight face talking about Cro-Magnons and Neanderthals was a very difficult thing to do, honestly, especially after two fucking beers. Trust me, that took a lot of discipline not to laugh at Cro-Magnon and Neanderthal and Homo sapiens. So that was killing me, but I kept more or less a straight face without losing it, right? Yeah, so. Some fucking brew, don't. Oh, it's not. On my guitar, it's not a microphone though. It can't be like don't. Unless you have electric microphone guitars. An electric microphone guitar. Well, there's an idea. I like that. I thought about making a potato hot dog, but I was like, maybe the world's not ready for it though. So I thought about making a baked potato hot dog with chili in it and cheese. I'm like, maybe the world isn't ready for a baked potato hot dog though. I want to get them ready for the fusion territory, you know. I want the world to get ready for the hybrids, not just hybrid people. I'm talking about hybrid technologies and things like that, like them. Yeah. So, I like to get the world ready for fusion, nuclear fusion, the energy of the sun, gravitational waves compounded. I wanted to get the world ready for the power of stars. I wanted to get the world ready for it, ready for the concept, ready for the idea. It's where a concept begins. That's where it all begins. Where a concept starts, that's where it begins. It's not impossible if it can be done, if it can be achieved or conceived or believed. Believe it again, Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm not racist in my inspiration because we're not a racist country. Many walks of life come to Houston, Texas, and to Texas in the United States of America. They don't even have to be of color. Also, most of the greatest people come from England, Ireland, Australia, and the Commonwealth. They don't always have to come from a foreign country that's not Caucasian or not English speaking. There's a great people that come here. They come here for opportunity and hope, economic possibilities, fantastic possibilities. So, but for the Nigerians and Africans and Indians and Pakistanis that also come here, we also welcome you. Be a great service to the cause of the United States, to the experiment of the United States, to the great liberty of the United States of America. Also, you are all welcome here. It's really fantastic. It always has been for almost 250 years. This great experiment is amazing. So, thank God for that. The great God. It is such a pleasure to meet somebody from Australia, to meet somebody from the Philippines, to meet somebody from China and Hong Kong, to meet somebody from wherever in this great city of ours. It is a greatness to do so. It is a greatness to witness also native, indigenous people and Texans that have lived here for hundreds of thousands of years. It is also fantastic. It is a fantastic place full of possibility and hope. It has been my home that I've ever known. What a place. You know, this Texas, so beautiful, vast, and the possibilities are endless. What we could do here in one of the last frontiers. So we went to Prometheus, and it was like, what was the plot? It was like panspermia, fucking, oh God. It was like Book of Enoch shit. It was so just shit. The owner of the corporation wanted immortality, so he wanted to seek out this planet and blah, blah, blah. It was fucking awful. So after we saw it, it sucked so bad that me and my mom were excited that they served Crown Royal whiskey. And I bought me and my mom Crown Royal. I don't know how many Crown Royals I bought for her and me, but it was not enough Crown Royal to sit through fucking Alien Prometheus. Alien Covenant, suck, nut dick, donkey, nut sack dick, That was awful as well. And then they said that Charlize Theron fucked Idris Elba, but there was no fucking scene. There was no titties, no vagina. They just fucked. Okay, but if you're gonna tease that Charlize Theron fucks, then where's the titties? Where's the butthole? Where's the vagina? Where's the bush? The pussy? I know it's not a porno, but what I'm trying to say is they're teasing Charlie. You're gonna see Charlize Theron butt naked, and then it's just fucking whatever, man. I mean, if you're gonna sell the movie, Dawn, then put Charlize Theron in the shower, butt naked, show some butt cheeks, show some pussy, some bush hair, and some fucking titties flying around, some Dutch titties. Fucking what the fuck? This is bullshit, guys. Show a little fucking bush. You want to sell the fucking movie, dude? Show a little tatays, Don. What the fuck? Good God. Good goddamn God. That was awful. Prometheus. And then they made Alien Covenant. Then you watch Alien Continent. Cunt. You watch Alien fucking cunt to fuck. And you're sitting there like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. You're like, what about Michael Fassbender? Yeah, he's great as the android David, but he's not really that good. I mean, really? Andrew? Really, he's not the fucking... He's not that fucking good, Don. Michael Fassbender is not that fucking good as the android David. Not enough to make me watch fucking 3 fucking goddamn movies. It's not enough. There has to be other characters. There has to be other shit. Just can't be... Otherwise, you might as well make a movie about Michael Fassbender jacking off for fucking 9 hours. All right? Maybe some people watch Michael Fassbender playing with his dick for 9 hours, but that isn't fucking... Man, what the fuck? Yeah, maybe you watch some... Maybe that'd be a gay porn. Michael Fassbender plays with his dick for 9 hours. But that doesn't help me watch a movie, though, Don. So that's anti-Daunt. That's not Don. That's not Donald Trump. That's gay. That's just fag shit. I'm not watching that. Fuck it. I'm not... Fuck that shit. Did I watch Rami Nigga? Romulus? It's not called Rami Nigga. Help me to get to Rami Nigga. I want Rami Nigga. Rami Nigga. It's not called Rami Nigga. Alright. If we're getting into Rami Nigga, that's not a real movie yet, Alien Romulus. Anus Romulus. And I hear a helicopter coming by. Is that the FBI? Or is that the Blackhawk division of... am I going to send it to the military headquarters? I'm sorry, government. I'm sorry to tell the truth. Am I in the communist concentration and prison camp? Suck my dick. Suck my dick, federales. Are you done with the shit? No, man, because the alien story must be told. If the alien story ain't told, then guess what? Nobody still doesn't give a shit. Period. Period. Who has a period? Women have periods? Stinky. It's menstrual. Blood menstrual in their pussies. Oh, that kind of excites me. You talked about the menstrual, the periods. Not just in the periods and the menstruation. Oh, yeah. Ugh. All right, there we go. What I think about Alien series, more like Galian, Don. That shit needs you need to drink like 2 bottles of Jack Crown Royal to get through that bullshit. It's like gay as fuck, man. It's the most erotic, lesbian, homosexual shit. I mean, not like Alien 1, Alien 2, but like besides that, it's just like basically like porno after that. It's just fucking sucks. It's like, it's not even good porno. It's like gay porno after that. It's just like crap. It's just total bullshit. Fuck that shit. All right, that's my analysis of Aliens franchise. Do you think it sucks? I think it sucks. Past 1979, Ridley Scott, James Cameron, 1986. I think after that, fucking is a downhill. I didn't even talk about Alien versus Predator, AVP 1, AVP 2, because that shit fucking sucks. Major donkey butt fuck dicks. So, peace.